Hey guys, welcome back to an all new episode of KhanFlicks. Today we'll be reviewing this brand new dash camera. Now this is the world's first dual 4K camera that I've ever seen, and we'll be installing it on my Supra. That is right, together we'll be unboxing it, setting it up, and seeing exactly how does it all perform. Now, as you may know, majority of the car accidents that do happen end up happening in the rear, and having a nice quality camera for the rear is definitely a plus. Majority of all the cameras I've ever seen feature the highest a 2K camera in the back. And this is the first time it features a 4K camera for the rear. Now, if you guys want to learn more about them, check out the link down below in the description. And again, together we'll be unboxing it, trying it out, and seeing exactly how does it perform. So without further ado, let's go ahead and get started. All right, check it out. So this is our packaging. This here is our Sonnet 1 Pro Max. It's a micro SD card, and as well as a polarizer, which is probably very important to have, especially if you're driving in the sun.
Finally, no more guessing if that blinding glare was a cop or just the sun.
Quick start guide. Our rear 4K dash camera. Definitely a hefty size. This thing's actually pretty big.
That's so cool.
And then it's got this very interesting design, a little bit more dimension in terms of how you can mount this. It's got that double-sided 3M tape, so you can technically mount it just about anywhere. And then it's powered by this USB-C cable, which you would want to run behind the back. So they gave us an additional mount, some rubber housings, and some more 3M tape. And then we have ourselves our cigarette lighter port with a USB-A output as well, so you can technically charge products or whatever, your phone, whatnot, at the same time as you have it plugged in. And then this will actually directly plug into the main unit via USB-C. Now you can always hardwire this in, so that's an option as well. And then they did give us quite a few different mounts for our wires. Let's come with these stickers to notify people that there is a dash cam on board, our wiring kit, and then most importantly, we have our dash cam. Now this thing is definitely a little bit beefier than I was imagining, but the previous Vanture ones that I've also had that rugged look, which is nice to see. And then of course our curved polarizer. G1, what do you think? Excited to try this thing out?
Yes, I hope it catches all of my best angles.
All right, let's set it up. All right, now that we're outside here, let's go ahead and install this thing. Now, it is actually quite simple. In fact, the front is just plug and play, but the rear is when it gets a little bit tricky. Majority of it is hiding the wires. But for today, we'll just kind of set it up quickly and see how does it look. Let's have at it. Now, again, the way this would be working is that you want to simply kind of mount it up to a nice spot like this. I already have a USB-C wire running through the interior, so I'm just going to use that. So I went ahead and wired up this here. This is to the actual mount. I'm going to find a nice spot that I want to install it. So we're going to just kind of do it like right over here. Just like that. It's a good spot. And then we're going to take our camera and just slide it here. But before we do, I want to show you where it installs for the rear camera, which is right over there. So let's put this in. We're installed. Now let's go ahead and install our rear camera. This is a perfect example of the kind of cameras that you would find in the rear. Again, a very low quality camera, and then obviously comparing it to something like this, you can see the huge difference. Nice thing about this is it does give you flexibility. So when it comes to mounting it, you just kind of find the right spot, and then you can go ahead and move the camera based on your liking. So now we're going to install our USB-C cable, running it through the interior to the back camera. So you want to make sure you kind of run the wire by tucking it behind. It's not that hard, it just takes some time to do, but the process isn't too complicated. All right, quick little boot up here. So that's our Vanture menu. Nice, bright, vibrant screen. Shows dual cameras, both the front and the rear on the display. You have a lot of different buttons here as well. So you press this button here, it'll just take a picture and it'll start recording as well. You press up, it'll change the view and actually show the vehicle behind us. Right now it shows that there's a vehicle behind us that's 10 feet away. That is actually pretty cool. Menu, we can go through the different menus. You have files, system setup, Vanture Intelligence, all the different things in here in terms of settings go. So here you can see the intelligence, how it can actually measure things. That's actually pretty cool. So if you click on this here, you can turn it on or off if you don't like it. You can do pedestrian detection, lane departure warning, all that fun stuff. So it actually makes it a smart device. That is absolutely mind-blowing. recording setup, so we can do a resolution. So front and rear can be recorded in 4K. And then of course you have your different settings if you want to downgrade it just to kind of set to save more memory. And then you can do the individual one as well. So entirely up to you. Image quality, loop recording, G sensor, privacy mode, audio recording, audio noise reduction, exposure, HDR timer, rotate display, rear mirror, all that stuff in here. This is ridiculous. There's so much stuff you could do. Oh, that is so cool that they give you all these different settings. And then of course you can also go into files and play back some of the videos if you want to. So this is it. If I hit down, I can mute it. If I hit up, I can switch between the different views. If I hit this one here, this is the menu, and then this is just record. So yeah, that is kind of it. Let's try this thing out. Also important to note that this thing is waterproof. After running some water on it, you can see that the footage off of this is no problem at all. All right, we're all set and ready to go. So again, you got that nice camera display. Kind of hard to see on a small screen, but obviously once you see the full video, which you're seeing right now, you could tell that it's actually really crisp in quality. Again, the dual 4K front and rear is definitely a must. All right, so you can see the rear camera here, highlighting a car. So you see there, he almost hit me, but I was able to get that on camera. So just shows you what it can do. So yeah, really nice quality display. You can see how it records all the greenery. So again, giving you the smart AI capability to kind of scan the environment around you. Vanture's AI, aka Vanture's Intelligence, is like a smart co-pilot. You get collision and pedestrian warnings, lane departure alerts, and reminders when traffic moves. The rear cam adds blind spot and rear collision alerts, plus it monitors driver distractions. And with AI frame display, you can see cars around you in real time, safety from every angle. All in all, I have to say the quality of the video is really good. Now, I did test it under different conditions, including rain as well as night, and you can see that the quality is superb. You can still see all the small details even with lights glaring at you. And when you're driving about, you can get license plates, as well as faces, and a variety of other small details that you wouldn't get in typical driving. Now, again, this is great in terms of insurance claims and protecting yourself, and especially if anything ever happened in random places, it's always good to have that footage, especially with a wide angle lens like this, hands down, well worth it. Now, with that said, if you guys have any questions, comment down below. Otherwise, we'll see you guys in the next video. Take care now. Bye-bye.